They help us, number one, collaborate with the employers to find out specifically what the skill needs are. The success has been our candidates. They have really paved the road for us in a number of instances.
When I found the NOVA program and I realized that they could, help me fulfill my dream, they kind of gave me that hope.
If they do it for me, if it worked for me, because I was nobody. And NOVA has made me a somebody.
These are some of the things that were being mentioned in the early years of NOVA Workforce Institute of Northeast Louisiana. 15 years later, the feelings and sentiments still hold true with its board of directors, its employees, employers, and participants.
Man, NOVA have grown since then.
NOVA is absolutely phenomenal.
15 years now, or 15 years later, and you think you still have that type of impact on people?
I enjoy helping people. And to me, NOVA is doing just that.
You see, NOVA believes in strengthening its economy and workforce. And over the years, they have affected the lives of citizens and employers through the practice of hope, help, and opportunity.
Giving them the hope, the help, and then the opportunity to be able to go. And so we open doors. We try to get our foot in the door to that opportunity for individuals. So when they begin to see that, then you begin to see the transformation really of life in their life. They've got the confidence, they've got the courage, they've got the wherewithal to go back out and to stand strong.
If you look closely, those words can equate to H2O. We all know that H2O, or water, is essential to life and the world. And just like nature's H2O, NOVA is very essential in providing its own H2O to Northeast Louisiana's economic interest.
Water is life. To us at NOVA, hope, help, and opportunity is sustaining lives every day.
Well, water to the human body is a refreshing thing. Of course, we have to have it in order to live. And so I see NOVA being water for our participants. And when they leave NOVA, we want them to feel totally refreshed in life.
Is that thirst for a better way of life from the participant, a thirst from the staff at NOVA to change the lives of people in our community for the better, but a lot of people struggling in the water, not knowing how to swim, and having a lifeguard and a teacher and a life raft that brings them back to shore where now they're drinking the water of life and it's the life they want.
As H2O thrives to nourish our communities, sometimes the well can run dry. But we all know that without struggle, there's no progress.
There were many challenges, and the biggest challenge throughout these 15 years was the funding.
They were scrapping and fighting for everything they could get to help grow NOVA in the community and help the impact of NOVA in the community.
We had put together our exit strategy. We had $11.48 in the bank. While I loved what I was doing, I still needed to feed myself and my family as well. So I started to look for opportunities as well. One thing about NOVA, we're not a faith-based organization, but we've got a lot of faith. And as God would have it, there came a grant that would sustain us from the Mary Reynolds Babcock Foundation. That catapulted us to another level. And from there, the rest is history.
And that progress has turned into a flow of success through collaborations and partnerships.
We had several different organizations knocking on business doors. We all started deciding how could we make it work for all of us, not everyone knocking on the employer's door. So we had meetings and we met and we decided that we'll do it together as partners. Whether it was Workforce and NOVA, the Chamber, NOVA, the Chamber and Workforce.
The first place that NOVA camped out at was in Workforce. It was like a match made in heaven because, again, we were that concept. We were looking for people. We were trying to get them into jobs.
We have so many employees that are looking for job seekers, someone to hire. So working together, we're trying to get the skills. We're working with Delta Community College, ULM, Grambling, Louisiana Tech, and trying to make sure that the training that they are providing is what the employer needs. So all the thing I can see is that we continue to grow and give this community what they need.
So we moved, believe it or not, from workforce to the Monroe Chamber of Commerce. Marriage in heaven. Because again, we know who's at the Chamber of Commerce. Employers. Employers were looking for people. We had people, we had training, we just needed jobs. So from there, Nova started to evolve.
I don't think either of us realized how game-changing that decision would be for them and for us in the business community. It was a very positive development.
We had some very strong partnerships in the early days that have continued on to this day through our Chamber of Commerce, throughout our region, through our workforce, throughout our region as well. So we built on what we started in those early days. And I think the key thing was everybody believed in it.
And that flow has continuously trickled down into the successes of the participants.
This individual finished school and got her RN, she's a nurse now, and workforce supported some of her needs as planned for tuition. And they gave them hope. It's like you just sitting there and you like, I'm thirsty, but I don't know what I want. This particular individual was like thirsty, and they came and gave her the water.
Well, the H2O theme, I think, has evolved because that's what Nova has done since day one. We want to provide. We can't do the work for somebody, but we can give you the tools and the education to help you get what you want to achieve.
They treat you like your family. They treat you like you're a part of, you are Nova. My back was up against the wall because I was a single mother and making ends meet, And so I was told by the workforce about Nova. And I went in, I was scared, I was nervous because at that time, I had some things up against me. The odds was against me, so I didn't know what to expect going into their office. And I had to sit down with Mr. Paul and Miss Juanita and have a meeting with them. And to my expectation, they heard me, they listened, they cried with me, and they believed in me. And they gave me the opportunity I need to be where I'm at today.
What I see with the participants, they get in the program and it's family. They're always got that tie back. And so the number of participants who have graduated, who have gone on to work, who are moving up in their careers that is just a blessing to the community and to all of those lives that Nova's touched.
Each graduation to me is memorable because I'm seeing people growing and going into a better lifestyle.
To see 75 graduates at one time and all of them smiling and all of them excited and all of them anticipating great things and all of them got stories about how this staff helped them and how this staff changed their life, That moment to me, when I stood there and looked at that, I was in awe, really.
As Nova's hope, help, and opportunity continues to flow, the seeds that have been planted will continue to grow.
Oh my goodness, I've seen Nova just reach out and touch lives in such positive ways. And for the stories and the testimonies that the people have given, it's just been phenomenal. It's just like Nova was an answer to a prayer. And then Nova stuck by them the entire time and paved the way for them and gave them hope and gave them encouragement and gave them tools where they can fish for life and not just for the moment. So I've watched Nova just really transform people's lives, and that's just been phenomenal.
From having just a little to work with, but each time they're growing, each time they're elevating, they're keeping the focus of what can they add to the agency to make it better?
Well, now there's a relatively large staff. We've got people in multiple parishes. It's not just one or two. We're all over Northeast Louisiana. So the growth of the organization is causing an impact on the area, on all of Northeast Louisiana.
Water is nourishment. Water is hydration. Water gives you the energy that you need to keep going. Nova is nourishment. Nova is hydration. Nova gives you what you need to keep going.
The only place Nova can't take me is to heaven. Only God can do that. Anything else, I think Nova got it covered.
Happy 15th anniversary to Nova and your staff and participants.
Happy birthday, Nova. Hope, help, opportunities.
Continue up the great work, and we're here to support you. Congratulations and happy 15th anniversary.
Happy 15th anniversary, Nova.
Happy 15th anniversary, Nova.
Congratulations, Nova. Good job, outstanding, phenomenal. You go, you rock. I'm very proud of what you all have accomplished, and I just see greater things in the future for you. So, happy anniversary.